Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video with what? What? That is horrendous. What? Well, that was not expected. Dying casts as I log in. Okay, well, hopefully it was a one-off. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Truly Bedrock with me, FoxyNoTail, here on the Truly Bedrock survival server. Today, I'm going to be meeting up with Mr. Lizard to do many diggings for a competition where hopefully I'm going to be winning a nice tasty trophy to hide all to myself and not give it to Mr. Lizard because I want it. That's the plan. Now, I've got to convince him that I don't like ancient debris at all, so that he is distracted with that when we get the winnings, and I can steal the trophy. Oh, by the way, we're having an ancient debris. What? Again? Is it? Why? Ancient debris mining competition. It's coming from above. I gotta check this out. Fly. What's this? What? There's a ghast farm right above my portal. Slack.
Was it me?
Is this you?
No. Yes, baby.
You built another farm without me? Why have you built it right above my base?
It was convenient right there.
Convenient?
You don't like it?
Convenient? It's horrible. The noise. I've had such a bad time here already, and now you've made it worse.
I'm trying to help them, so they spawn up there and not in your base.
It doesn't feel very helpful, my friend.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to need earplugs when I work in this area then. Thanks, mate. Very much. Jeez. Right, I'm coming over to your house.
Okay. Just don't bring the gas. Just saying.
Jeez. Cutting to the future, you can see that I have quite a lot of ancient debris in my special things box. We did indeed have an ancient debris mining competition. Quite a few of us on the server took place. We did it in pairs. I actually teamed up with Slack first and then had another go with Jesse as well. And I'll show you some clips of those in a little bit. But yeah, basically the rules were we had to get as much ancient debris as possible in 30 minutes by any means necessary, other than like stealing and beating each other up. So mining, bed blasting, exploding the nether, that sort of thing. And this is how Slack and I got on. This is a test. This is not mining. This is just a test. This is preparation work.
Okay. And yeah, look, it doesn't.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. Well, that's kind of handy. Let me out.
Do you really want to be playing the obstacle course of jumping up and down
with all these magma cubes? Yes, please. Yeah. I can't wait. No. Okay. Yeah. You're always better. Right. On your marks. Get set. Go. The timer has started. What do you mean? Hold up.
No, I said blow it up.
Oh. Hang on then. I've just stopped this timer now. Jeez, Slack. You've got to be more careful with what you're saying. Right, I don't want to go that way. There's a big hole. Okay, attempt number 2. On your marks. Get set.
Oh, you're going to dig it right beside the other tunnel?
Yeah. Go. Right, here we go. I've got this. So, hole. Oh, no, there's gravel. There's always gravel. Why is there gravel straight away? There we go. A hole. No, jeez. Not Slack.
This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting.
7 pieces left of our first stack. Ooh. Well, we can technically claim that. I'll grab it.
Yeah, we're on the clock, yeah.
Okay. Are you lighting it?
I'll let you light it. Just don't stand inside my hitbox when you do it.
There we go. Right. What are we going to do? We hunting for it while we go down, or why did that blow out the floor as well?
Because of gravel. There was a dip there.
Oh, okay, we've got a piece here.
Mm-hmm. If you want to start the TNT tunnel, I'll continue to be the idiot here and go through this tunnel.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's as soon as I can get through this treacle, I'll. This is probably not the best place to put this tunnel, considering we've already sort of blown half of it up. But it's a nice, easy way to just run through in place. Oh, Well, I feel like I'm pretty much back at the beginning. I am. I'm back at the beginning. I'm going to light this TNT. I've got just under 3 stacks left.
Blow it. Then run down that tunnel and then line up this tunnel, I guess.
Whoa, hide.
If you're going to get anything from it or not.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Whoa, many bang. More fire resistance, please. Oh, yeah, there's... Whoa, yeah, that's uncovered quite a few ancient debris that I can see straight away.
Is that ancient debris in the ceiling? Oh, there's like 4 pieces up there. There's no way I can get to that in time.
You got 11 seconds.
No, I'm getting bombarded by magmas. Yep, there's a bunch in the ceiling up there. Oh, there's multiples, yep.
There we go. There goes the timer, Slack. The timer is up. Welcome back, Mr. Lizard. Please deposit your goodnesses in the chest. Let's see what we got.
They're in there.
Nearly a stack and a half in half an hour. That's not bad. I don't think that's bad at all.
I don't think that's bad, to be fair.
After half an hour of digging, Slack and I had an idea that I just wanted to test out quickly before we finished recording together. It didn't go well. Oh, hang on. I'm getting attacked here. Oh, dear.
Oh
dear. I'm made ever so slightly be dead, Slack. Try not to explode any more of those end crystals, because all of my things are on the floor.
Well, they all went.
Did they? Oh dear.
You chain reaction the whole area. Yeah.
All of my things are maybe the ancient debris. I think I had the ancient debris in my pockets as well.
Oh, I hope not.
Fortunately, I did not have the ancient debris in my pockets, and all of my stuff was saved by Slack, thankfully. So it didn't do too bad, around about a stack and a half in 30 minutes. So let's see, how did Jesse and I get on? Jesse and I actually had 3 attempts in total. We started by using TNT and placing it in a straight line with gaps in between, hoping to get a chain reaction as it exploded down the tunnel. We then followed the tunnel down, digging out the ancient debris and trying our best to gather up as much as we could. At the end of that first attempt, we had 99 pieces of ancient debris, and we decided that we wanted to try again with a slightly different strategy. For our second attempt, this time we just dug an incredibly long tunnel. While one person dug, the other person placed a continuous line of TNT with them all next to each other. We then lit them, jumped into the tunnels and started collecting, only to realize that, yeah, it was mayhem. It was absolute mayhem, and we were getting quite badly attacked by skeletons and magma cubes and dancing through lava and stuff like that. It just made it very difficult, and at the end of the 30 minutes we ended up with almost exactly the same amount again. So we decided to have a third attempt. For our third attempt, we decided to try a hybrid approach. Jessie would dig a tunnel and lace it with TNT and then go and collect all of the ancient debris she got from blowing up the tunnels, whilst I would just go ham digging. Because I don't get much blog lag on the server, because I am in the same house as the server, I am able to dig a long way very, very quickly and quite easily without any major issues. So yeah, I did digging, Jessie did blowing up, and again we got pretty much almost exactly the same amount by the end of it, another just about a stack and a half. Okay, so in this shulker box we've got our first attempt on the bottom left, second attempt bottom middle, and third attempt on the bottom right. So if you want to add yours to that, and then the ones at the top in the middle is extra that we've mined on top of that. So we've got gotcha. So that was by far our best attempt, was attempt number 3.
Yes.
So after 3 actual attempts, Jessie and I still didn't really do that much better, around about a stack and a half each time, which is absolutely crazy. It seems that when you mine ancient debris, no matter what method you use, you always seem to get around about the same amount, which is either a really weird coincidence or that's just like the odds of getting it. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, we're going to be having a award ceremony later on, find out who's won. I'm not going to spoil the winner right now. What we're going to do now is get on with what we're going to be doing today. Speaking of getting on with today's video, I really wanted to start this video showing off just how successful my new kelp farm had been and opening these chests and showing you tons upon tons and tons and tons of kelp. The fact is, I've literally only just finished recording that video. I have already made nearly a shulker box full of kelp blocks already though, and they have all gone into this furnace system now, which is great. But yeah, it is going really fast, but there hasn't been much time between that episode and this one for us to gather much up and show you. So Chucky's AFK above this thing at the minute. Hopefully by the end of the video, we'll have amassed quite a lot of dried kelp, and we can turn it all into the dried kelp blocks and see what we've got. But we need to get on with today's video, and today you may well breathe a sigh of relief. We're not going to be in the industrial area today, although I do really want to get my hands on a carrot farm. No, today we are going to finally work on the base. No, we're not going to work on the base. Not yet. Not yet. That will be coming soon. I really want to get the nether tunnels all done and dusted before we do that, though. And there's a lot of work to do in here still. Popping through into the bit that I've done. I'm really happy with this bit. I'm really happy with the bit that connects the industrial area to the reed farm, which is round this corner, to the other tunnel bit that I haven't finished yet, and to this area at the end, which I haven't finished yet. Now, I've no idea what I'm going to do with this. It would be really nice to add in some sort of decorations, maybe I thought about like a tree in the middle and all sorts of stuff. But the problem is, because we're in the actual nether, if you have anything that's a slightly spawnable block, magma cubes, like this one here, they just end up everywhere. They will spawn on one block, they will spawn on in any light level, they'll spawn anywhere. So it's really hard coming up with designs that they can't spawn on. So first things first, I'm probably just going to tear out the rest of this down here and get this tunnel finished, possibly as part of a live stream later on, depending on how today goes. And then we'll probably look at joining up or doing something in here. I really want to get all of this done. And that is everything out bar the top layer, because I can't reach that high, which has given me a lot of the stems back. And now all of the sides are in the whole way down, which is a lot better than it was. Now I've just got to do the top bits, which is not actually that easy for this design, because of course it's not. Why would it be easy? Because of these walls. Because I've used walls, I don't actually have enough room above my head. If I put the walls up to the height they're supposed to be to actually walk past, I can't physically get past that barrier. So what I have to do is do this whole thing reverse. So I need to come across with the blue. So let's put a temporary block there for now. Come across with the blue like this to this side. And then I have to like get past that bit of wall there, put a cap on it, and then I can run the the blocks along like that. At that level, I believe. Oh no, they go a block higher actually. So they go there like that. And then I need to bring this red one across, but I can't stand on it because oh geez, it's just not. Yeah, there's just not enough room for this. I think realistically, in order to do this and it not take a million years, I'm either going to have to put some scaffolding the whole way along this thing along the middle that I can walk along and walk backwards on and hopefully reach either side from, or I need to dig the tunnel roof out another block higher. But I can't do that for much further because at this end, it's a basalt delta and there's all lava above that bit. So yeah, I think scaffolding is probably the way forward. Many scaffoldings later, and we are ready to start placing blocks. Hopefully this will be enough for me to be able to reach each side. Let's find out. Jesus, a lot of scaffolding. Many scaffoldings went into this. Now, I can just about... Oh, I can't quite reach there. No, I have to do even more scaffoldings and do another row so I can actually reach. Oh, jeez. Oh man, it's going to take forever. Even more scaffolding later, and we now have a 3-wide road in the middle of our nether tunnel thing. This has got to be enough now for us to reach fully across to each side. So if all we need is a stone wall there. That's it, with a stone. Yes, nice. Oh dear, I appear to have perished in lava with all my stuff. I couldn't get out. I was trapped. Oh no, my netherite armor and tools will be fine, but all of my inventory's worth of stuff. Oh jeez, I had so many items. Oh no, how do I end up in lava when I'm placing blocks? I've got no elytra, Looks like my elytra have burned. Oh, man. Must have gone down any holes anywhere, potentially, possibly? No, it doesn't look like my elytra have gone down a hole. But I've got some blocks left. Oh, my inventory was literally full. Oh, that's frustrating. That's very frustrating. Okay, well, many more time has passed and we are just about there. I have done all of this tunnel. Now, there isn't any particularly interesting or fancy decoration going on. We've got no chains or lanterns or anything like that. It is all just the loops. And to be honest with you, for now, we're just going to keep it like this. So I'm going to get rid of this scaffolding. We might worry about or think about decorating or adding some detail at some point in the future. But for now, this is so long and I spent so much time on it already, redesigning it and chopping it and changing it, that I think for now, I'm happy just to keep it like it is. So, one bit that needs working on is here where we've got a basalt roof. This is the tunnel that goes straight through to the raid farm. I've mirrored that on the other side and I've just put some shroom lights behind that for now because it doesn't really go anywhere. And for the ceiling, I'm thinking just blackstone. And that is that little section done. It's nice and simple, not a great deal going on there. A little bit of 3D depth with the slabs coming out a little bit, and I like it. It's nice and simple, and it works a treat. It goes very nicely. Right, now for this end bit up here. And there we go, that's that little bit done as well. Not blended in quite so well. I'm not overly happy with the basalt, to be honest with you, but we'll worry about that again later. I might make all of the walls blackstone variants and do some pattern stuff there as well. I also don't really like these windows, but again, we're going to leave it for now because we've got other things to do. But before we do those other things, I just would like to say, all in all, I'm actually really happy with how this has come out. It's not what I envisioned from the start. It's not what I intended, but it works pretty well. I'm happy with it. It'll do the job for us for now. Anyway, let's crack on. Well, I've got a little bit of an update. Not a great deal has gone on other than many AFK over here while I've been waiting for things. As a result, I've had to expand the bamboo farm storage because all of these chests were filled up. There were only 3, and now there's many. So that's got plenty of storage space. And the kelp farm, I've had to start making some kelp blocks. We've got over a sugar box now because, sadly, we're going to have to use them all again. The system has completely run out of fuel in order to create more. So yeah, we're going to have to dump all of that in there, get everything fueled up again. And we're going to start needing a lot more fuel. I actually think this system is not very fuel efficient because it's actually burning fuel. Yeah, it's burning through this kelp block when there's not actually anything to burn. So yeah, might have to reduce the number of smokers there.
Foxy.
Maybe.
What are you doing?
I'm over at my my industrial area.
Why don't you come over here for a minute? I need to yell at you about something.
Maybe.
Just come on. What? Just come on over here. It'll be fine. Just come over to my base.
Okay. Jeez. What'd I do this time?
Don't worry about it. Just come on over. Come on over.
Okay. Jeez.
I'll give you. I'll give you maybe a hint or two, right? Now you've been going after all the bone meal, right?
What bone meal?
AFKing at the mob farm, right?
No, not me.
No.
Was Chuck?
Right. Well, Chuck's a resident in your household, so you're going to get yelled at by default because he's not here. I'm just saying. You know, there's this big farm here beside the mob farm, right?
The kelp farm.
Yes, the kelp farm. The kelp farm.
Yes.
I'm going to require your assistance for a minute or two. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Because I've done emptied this thing twice in the last like 48 hours, and it's currently going clickety click. It's burning stuff. You know why it's burning stuff, Fox?
You got too much kelp slack.
It produces a little bit of kelp. See, look at this chest here. Look, chest. Now come over here. Ignore that 4. That 4 went back in for fuel. Okay, chest. I think you need to take some of this kelp with you. I'm just saying.
Well, it's funny you should say that, Slack. I've got a kelp farm. That's what I was just doing. just doing, actually. I was actually thinking my kelp farm's a little bit short on fuel, though, because it just seems to burn through more than I create. So I'm sure I could take some of that off your hands.
Yeah, look at these chests here.
I know. When I was spying on how to build a kelp farm in your base yesterday, I spent more than aware how much kelp you had. Slack and I then spent the next hour or so talking about problems with the Guardian Farm and the Fortress Farm. The problem being that since we built the Fortress Farm, the portals were linking to the Guardian Farm's portals, which meant when we ran the Guardian Farm, the Guardians were spitting out at the Fortress Farm and not at the Guardian Farm storage system, which was causing all sorts of problems. So we decided that by moving the Guardian Farm portal down a little bit to make the Y level slightly closer, we could actually re-link it and get it all working again. So we spend a little bit of time doing that and rechanging our mechanism so we can still have it as a dual farm, one side for AFK and the other side for XP, and we put it all together again, got it working, but we still never got time to do a storage system. However, I came up with an idea. Coming over to my creative test world, I have set up a system that will simulate what happens when the Guardians fall down, and then we've got this slime pusher storage system thing which almost works. What you can see here is the Guardians land on this solid block or on the area in front of it when it's transferred. The items then get pushed off that onto this slime block here. They then slide across this way into that ender chest and get immediately pinged down there where they're picked up by these hoppers. The reason that I've got these hoppers on this side is I initially tried to do it from that direction, but because of bugs in the game, this only actually works in one specific direction, so we'd have to be very careful how they organise this. You might also notice a couple of the Guardians have survived, even though they're falling from all that way. That's because if one lands on the piston or the block as it's retracting or pushing forward, they will survive. I think we've cracked it. It seems daft, but having a trap door in there will actually kill them because they'll land on it whether it's upright or horizontal, but when it flips upright it actually lets the items fall down past it, so then they can go into the storage system. The Guardians can't. The Guardians won't ever land down there. They'll always be killed by the trapdoor. So I think this system could be tweaked quite a lot actually to make this work quickly, and this will work really well, I think. And with a little bit of tweaking of the timings, we have got this just about right. So the items drop onto that block there, it retracts, it pushes them forward while that one's retracted, that pushes them out and they go along there. It's a well-oiled machine at this point. Look at that. Look how good that is. They fall off the edge, they get pushed. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Yes, this is the storage system of many, many, many dreams. And look at all of these hoppers filling up nicely. And the next project actually brings me back to the screaming, gassed, dying nether tunnel in order to work on this area here. And I've been putting a lot of thought into this. I'm still not 100% sure what I want to do with it, but I'm kind of leaning towards it actually being the inside of a castle, or at least a small room inside a castle. We go through the castle door here, although that was never intended to be a castle, more of like a structure. What if, instead of that looking the same on the inside, this room was actually structured like the inside of a castle building? I think that is going to be a lot more simple and easy for me to deal with. The only problem is we're going to need to go up into the ceiling a little bit more, but it is a basalt delta, and there's not many layers between that and lava, which I'm really not looking forward to dealing with. Oh, jeez. So first things first, I need to add a lot of scaffolding to the room so that I can get up and reach the roof and not worry about, everything falling down. And then I guess I just need to go a little bit ham, just digging it out and hopefully avoiding it being set on fire. Now I do have lots of fire resistance on me. I've also got my totem, and there we go. Already we've got lava, and that is good news. It will spread on the scaffolding and not just destroy it. I was half expecting it to just go straight through and completely destroy all the scaffolding, and I'm very glad that it didn't. And while I'm digging out this room, I've actually come up with an idea for what I'm going to actually use it for, and it's not just going to be a hub where all of my nether portals join. It's actually going to be the place where I store all of my mob heads. So I'm going to keep all of my mob heads, the ones from the mobs and the player heads, kind of like a little bit of a trophy room. They're all going to live in here once this is done. And speaking of trophies, I've got somewhere I need to be right now because of the competition. So, yeah, let's head over there.
Does anybody know where the trophy is?
I don't think Tiz is giving it back, guys.
Why did Tiz got the trophy?
Because he hasn't died yet, remember?
Oh, man.
Yeah, we awarded it to him recently, and he said he's going to keep it forever. So
Yeah.
that could be a problem.
So who won?
Pretty sure it was Silent and Beardy.
Great.
Yeah, I'll put my suit on for it and everything.
Fairly pointless
There's not
being
even
here
a
then.
trophy.
See you later, guys. Have a nice day.
Bye.
After a little bit of a disappointment of an award ceremony, we were called back again slightly later on where there were more people to attend. I decided not to go, but then decided to go, sneak in, steal the trophy, and try and run away with it. It went well.
Trophy.
Ow. Ow. Oh, jeez.
Well, I mean, you guys have the gold, so...
Ah.
Why did you even have a... Are you kidding me with this?
Oh, no!
Hey,
Oh, there we go.
well played. Well played.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
Can
man.
you get my things, please? Oh,
I'm trying to. But you know the best part?
I had a full inventory.
No one's chasing me.
Oh, come on, Floyd.
Oh, no.
There we go. Here's a nice new trophy for you.
I'm on my way, Foxy.
I'm going to beat you there. I'm really close. You might as well not bother going, actually. I'm so close.
You're like
Well,
7,000 blocks
convincing.
away, aren't you?
Maybe.
For one, I'm super happy with how everything turned out. Not only did I get to kill Foxy, I also have a trophy now.
Oh, the trophy's not even in here.
Yeah! That's what I said!
No!
Oh,
Chop,
I
chop,
was
chop,
bringing
chop,
it
chop, 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 chop.
whoa, Foxy!
Wow, the team played
Wow.
against each other.
That was
Should we...
that was brutal.
I'm nearly dead.
Honestly, I
No!
think it's best for everyone at this
I
point.
don't have another elytra
Yeah.
to get back.
Let's take it back to prison space.
Wait a second.
Silence!
I respawned on Spawn Town. I'm out. I don't even have another Elytra.
That's
So
not
like,
right.
Well, that went on for quite a bit of time, and no, I didn't manage to steal the trophy, so I guess we better get on with what we were doing. Oh. Well, things are coming on slowly but surely. I now have a design that I'm relatively happy with. Obviously, it's only the outside. We've still got all the scaffolding in the way, which makes it difficult to see, but I've gone for this sort of spruce, wood, and stone brick design. I've also extended this whole room out that way in order to get this to fit, because I wanted this entrance here to be right in the middle. So I've actually gone that way quite a lot. Originally, it stopped around about here. So yeah, we've gone out a little bit, and I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing with the ceiling yet, which is what I need to work on next. I think, oh, the ghasts making the noises again. Yeah, I think we're just going to go for a relatively bog standard sort of castle-y, sprucey ceiling, nothing too fancy. And then in the middle, I was thinking we could dig this out a little bit and put like a big long table in there and have a big table with lots of chairs and stuff like that. And around the outside, the armor stands with our mob heads. Having said that, there's not going to be a massive amount of room for all of the mob heads because there's a lot of mob heads. So I have to see how we're going to deal with that. Maybe we can put some on the walls like plaques and things like that. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. Let's see how it comes on. Well, I think I am just about there with the roof of this room now, and I've gone for Blackstone. Blackstone with the spruce. Oh, and I've missed a few bits here. And some 3D-ish bits on the trim, just to make it not look too flat. I know it's difficult to get an idea for what it's going to look like while the scaffolding's still here. And also, I've gone for some of the crying obsidian behind those things around the top. I think that adds quite a nice effect, although I'm not sure we'll be able to see it ever so well from the floor. The other thing I need to do is start adding in some lanterns and things like that into this room, obviously for the lighting and also just for a little bit of decoration as well. And that is the last lantern in place, so now all I need to do is get rid of all of this scaffolding, sort out the floor, the internals of this room, do the decoration, put all of the mob heads in, make all nice armor stands with it. Yeah, I'm not going to get all of that done today, am I? But we can at least maybe get the floor and the table in. How? How does this happen? There is literally nowhere for it to have spawned, yet it spawns inside the roof. This is ridiculous. These things can spawn anywhere. They were spawning on the scaffolding, they were spawning on everything else. And as I'm running around picking up the scaffolding, I can see I really like what I've done here. And that crying obsidian I didn't think would be that visible from down here. It is, and it just works really well. The purple of that actually blends into the purpley look of the black stone. And I think it just really makes that transition between the stone brick and the spruce and that black stone. And I love it. I think it's great. And there we go, with all that scaffolding picked up and those lanterns in place, this room is looking pretty good. And yeah, we now have a complete floor in here, and it's okay. It's following the same sort of patterns we had before. It's quite neat and uniform as opposed to all over the place, and I think I liked it all over the place, but this whole room is going to be uniform now, and we got a nice big area in the middle to be putting our table. Now we need a table design that actually works on half slabs that isn't going to be spawnable. This could be interesting. So we could go for something like this in one of these colours, or maybe an amalgamation of all of them. I quite like the spruce, although I think dark wood would be better in here. Now these are technically not spawnable because they are all half slabs. Alternatively, we could go for a taller table and do it with some carpet and stuff on the top, but I actually think these quite fit the size of the room. But I am thinking a darker wood would be better. This one's looking quite good because it kind of matches the soul lanterns, but I think it's going to be a little bit too off for what we're trying to achieve. Well, it's getting there. It's all coming along. I've got this big oak table or dark oak table with these spruce chairs at the side of it, and I think they look pretty good. I'm hoping because of those trapdoors, that means that these slabs are not spawnable, because technically that's a full block height there. And I've also put those around the outside as like pedestals, which would be really good places to put our mob heads on. One thing I do want to do though, can you see how dark these walls are? These ones are quite bright there, but these are dark. It's because there's no lights behind them. So if I break that there, grab a sea lantern, pop it behind that wood there, and then pop that in, that just brightens that wall up a little bit compared to some of the others. The other thing I want to do is go around with a few of these soul torches and just pop them on the walls as well, just to keep this room as nice and light, because it's in the Nether, you know, it's very dark and we don't want it to be too dingy, although it does look like quite a nice dingy castle. And there we go, just with those few touches, this room already looks a million times better. I really like what's going on here. Now, how many tables and chairs have we got here? We've got 10, 11, 12. It would be nice if I could add 19 tables and chairs to this table. Tables and chairs, 19 chairs to this table, because there just happen to be 19 truly Bedrock players and 19 truly Bedrock player heads, and this would be a great place to be putting their heads. Well, that's not exactly what I had in mind, but it kind of works. We can't quite see over the table, but that kind of does the job. Anyway, it is just about time for me to start live streaming. It is the Truly Bedrock live stream day today. I'm going first on the Sunday. We had a full day of it yesterday, and I'm kicking things off, so I'll see you guys after the stream. Bye! Well, live stream day is over, and I've got a few things to show you actually, but before we do any of that, I actually need to pop over to this food truck because I need some golden carrots, which are 3 stacks for diamond. That's a reasonable price. Ender chest. You could really do with an ender chest. As we fly back to the One Chunk village, you might notice something interesting in the different distance. Yes, we have now got a giant dragon egg on top of our One Chunk build that we built in there. We're also going to be adding at some point a rather large looking dragon hovering over it with its talons coming down as if it's going to pick that egg up. And the reason we did that is because we have now killed the dragon on the server. I say we, I wasn't actually involved in it, but some of the other players did. And unfortunately, there was a mishap with a little bit of TNT and the dragon egg went missing. So yeah, we've now got a replacement dragon egg, a ginormous one, right here in Chunktown. And more work is to be done on that. Now, there were a couple of other things that happened on stream day, which I'm also going to show you. For the next part, I need to go over to Mr. Beardstone's area because during stream day, Mr. Onion actually took over for the last half an hour or so, and he decided that he was going to set up camp at Mr. Beardstone's place rather than having his own house. So I believe he's stolen one of Mr. Beardstone's rooms as his bedroom, but the thing he did worse than that was he actually came over here and renamed all of Mr. Beardstone's pandas to idiot poop faces. And the reason he did that was because he's bad. And now Mr. Beardstone has got lots of pandas called idiot poop faces. So, yeah, lots of shenanigans. Anyway, that's not going to help us build our nether tunnel. Let's go home. Back at the little Nether hub area, you can see that I have changed the chairs around this table slightly. I've also extended the table so there's enough room for 20 players. Now, we've only got 19 members, but obviously I didn't want to do an uneven number because that would look weird. And we've got the heads that I've gathered floating here. We're actually missing quite a lot of heads that we need to collect from the Wandering Trader. And I was kind of hoping that using these golden carrots, I think it's the golden carrots. Oh dear. Well, it's not the golden carrots we need. It's actually the one to make them small. But apparently that's causing problems. That's causing weird problems with the game. Jeez. So I just spent all that money on golden carrots for nothing. Oh, mate. It is, in fact, the spider eye that I need because I want to make these armor stands small enough so that when I put the heads there, they actually look like they're wearing the heads. And there we go. So now I can dress all of these things up with, with that. But now I can't put... carpet back on there. Do I need the carpet? I mean, the carpet on the chairs does look kind of nice. I want that carpet. No! Carpet back, please. No. If I put the carpet down first, then I put the armor stand on the carpet, then I make it small, and then I put the head on. Like that. There we go. That's better. Although the head's a bit wonky. Let's try that again. There we go. There we go. And now we can pose it however we want. Brilliant. That's absolutely perfect. And there we go, we now have all of the armor stands miniaturized and around the table, and we just need armor for them all now. And I do have quite a bit of armor kicking about at my old house. Right here, yeah, we've actually got plenty, I think, of each type to dress everybody up, but I am going to need some sugar boxes, and I didn't bring any of them with me, and I don't have any wood over here. Oh man, did I put my stuff away in my ender chest? No, I don't actually have enough diamond to go round to give everybody, so I've just made a few more diamond helmets, and I've now enchanted them with rubbish enchantments so that I can dress everyone up nicely in diamond. And now I've had to craft 8 lots of chest plates. This is becoming very expensive. Very expensive. 5 pairs of trousers and 8 pairs of boots. This is ridiculous. And that's taken me down from 50-something diamond blocks to 36. Wow, so that was very expensive. Very, very expensive. Well, I would like to actually convert all of this into netherite armor. I think that'd be really good. And we have got a lot of netherite now thanks to the competitions, but I'd actually need a whole lot in order to turn it all into netherite armor. I'd need 1 ingot per item. There are 19 items per type, and there's 4 types per item, which means there's 76 pieces of armor altogether. It takes 4 netherite scrap to make 1 netherite ingot, which means I need 304 pieces of netherite scrap, which is 4.75 stacks of ancient debris, which is not enough. I've got 3 stacks. I need another stack and 3/4. So I'm not going to put them all in netherite armor. I am going to put 1 of them in netherite armor. And then if anyone else wants to donate a few netherite ingots in order to get their armor stand to look like it, then they can do. So if you want to go poking everybody from the Truly Bedrock members and say, hey, if you give Foxy a couple of pieces of netherite ingots, he'll make your armor stand all nice and netherite-y, then that would be very helpful. And as usual, I am a complete moron. I, of course, don't need the helmets. I've made those helmets. I don't need them at all. This one's actually got a helmet on there, but you can't see it. So it's absolutely pointless having their helmets on there, which means I actually don't need quite so many. I actually only need 57 pieces of netherite, which is 228 pieces of ancient debris, which is 3.5 stacks. So I still don't have quite enough. But yeah, if like it still stands. If people want to add netherite to their armor, they can do. Otherwise, they're just going to be having diamond. I think that's fine. So there we go. All of the heads on all of the armor stands. We're in all of the armor, and I don't have a silent head, but I do have a zombified piglin head, so I can probably get away with having kind of a silent one, although it's a bit wonky. And I think the rest of them are just going to have to be drowns for now until we get the actual heads, because I've got lots and lots of drowned heads. This one, though, there is nobody to take that one. We don't have 20 players, so this one can go away, and we can just have a spare chair. And now I have finished putting in all of the heads that I've collected. We are missing quite a lot. I'm not entirely sure how many, but I'll show you what we've got. We've got our Wither Boss heads and our Ender Dragon heads, and just a normal Wither Skeleton skull here as well. We've got our Nether-based mobs here and our villagery mobs there. We've got some of the more obscure mobs like the Silverfish, the Shulker, and the Phantom there, and we've got the zombie variants there, and a spider all on its own here. We've also got a mushroom and a dolphin there, so more passive mobs in this area, and there's many, many, many more to collect. So I'm going to have to go on a big head hunting mission at some point, but for now, I think that's probably just about where we're going to leave things for today. I've done an awful lot. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it. I certainly have, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!